Wednesday, April 14th. So we have the moon very much in Taurus for the majority of the day. This Tauran energy is providing us with some stability, with some creature comforts, really down to earth, basic thinking about the here and now, our position in the here and now. At this particular point, we have the moon making 7 different aspects throughout the day. Some of the most notable are a sextile with Neptune, really creating a very dreamy, imaginative type of magical energy where we can visualize where it is that we need to maybe rearrange, restructure, reorganize some of the foundations, the routines, the relationships in our lives. Again, very much the focus with this Venus energy in the background, which we'll talk about here in a second. And the moon is actually going to be squaring Jupiter and trining with Pluto. So the square with Jupiter kind of puts an applied pressure, a tension point on where it is that we need to grow and where it is that we need to expand outside of the rut that maybe our lives have become. Some of the routines that we do each and every single day, although they might be necessary, are not cultivating change. They're not cultivating any kind of curiosity or expansion. Sometimes we get too much in a rut where we have to switch things up. And we are going to see very clearly here today where it is that we might need to grow, where it is that we might need to advance and expand past our current situations, past our current routines, our relationships, and our financial situation. The trine with Pluto, though, is suggesting a huge transformation in our emotions. You know, the moon being very much about our emotions and subconscious self, our intuition even, we're doing some deep transformations. That new moon in Aries activated a lot of things within us, lit a fire in places that have been so dark and damp for so long that now we're seeing things from a different angle. And that Plutonian energy just wants to encourage growth. It wants to encourage letting go of things that are no longer aligned with our highest and best interest. And of course, totally destroying anything that is holding us back, giving us a perfect opportunity, a clean slate to rearrange, restructure, rebuild the kinds of things that we need in our lives in order to elevate, in order to evolve. So Venus is moving into Taurus in her place of power late in the afternoon around 3:30 p.m. And this is an interesting energy. We have the moon in Taurus. Now we have Venus in Taurus. There's a lot of, breaks happening here. If you listen to the April energy forecast, I kind of talked about how mid-month the universe was going to pump the brakes on us. And it was, advisable to make sure that you were wearing your cosmic seatbelt, prepared for the momentum that we have been experiencing to come to an abrupt halt. And that is merely because this Aryan energy is fizzling out and we are actively moving into Taurus energy. This Taurus energy wants us to slow down, wants us to get very focused in the present moment and put the blinders on to what it is that needs to be built, what it is needs to be strengthened and created in order to build strong foundations in our routine, in our relationships, and our money matters to align with the new goals, the new visions that we're trying to manifest. So there's a lot of energy happening here today, and the shift is definitely going to be felt.